So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the day of the final for that first European Bouldering Youth Cup here in Italy, in the Arrampicata Climbing Stadium. I welcome everybody here in the stadium, and I also welcome all the people that are watching us in the international and national streaming. So let's go to discover the finalists for the first final of the day for the Youth B category. Let's start with the male. First athlete representing France, Arrampicata. The beauty of the live stream. So again, Adrien Poté-Bermond, please come on the stage. I please ask help to the staff and the national team to send me the athletes doing the presentation. Here we are, the first athlete of the day. Please make some noise for them. No, Adrien, please come there. Naya, be back in the ISO. So let's go on with the next athlete representing Germany. We have Matthias Eisenkolb. Now here we are, and then let's go on with another national team that in the last year have grown a lot, and I'm talking about the Israeli national team with Eliasaf Lanel. This is the motion that I will love to hear all the day. So let's go on with another Israeli athlete. Please welcome in the stadium, Or Mark. Let's go on with probably the most antique and classic climbing school representing France. We have Aristide Aleparts Madrid. And then let's go on with the next athletes representing Austria. We have Adrian Katan. And then we will be back to Israel. Please welcome in the stadium Itmar Arel. Let's go on with the next athlete representing Netherlands, Vincent van Haage. And then let's go on with another nation that represented a lot in the last year, from Czech Republic, Jaroslav Ambros. And then be back in the center of Europe, representing Switzerland, we have Moreno Ghilardi. And then let's go on with the ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start with the Slovenian national climbing team. Please welcome in the stadium, Naja Izak. And then going on with the next athletes, another important national team representing Germany, Alisa Strigo. And then from Germany, back to Slovenian national team. Please welcome Tiam Rak-Brunt. And now here we are with the next athlete representing France, Lou Aclair. And so, another athlete representing France. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jeannie Nor. Let's go on the next athlete representing Switzerland, Julia Rasmussen. We are back to the Slovenian national team. Please, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Eva Skrlec. And then let's go on with a really loved nation, ladies and gentlemen, representing Ukraine, Rafael Kazbekova. And close to the top of the list, now we are with Israel again, with Bar Lewi. And so now here we are with the last, aka the best female athlete. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from France, Amy Lerondelle. And so, ladies and gentlemen, everybody in the stadium, these are your athletes. Athletes, this is your audience. Please, public and audience, make some noise for the athletes. So now here we are. Thank you, guys. We come back to the ISO and then we can start the comp. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to start with the Under-16 final, and I want to welcome everybody in the stadium. We are starting a really long day because we will have the Youth B and then Youth A and then the Junior category. So I kindly ask everybody to be part of the competition. As I always say, the athletes are standing alone on the stage. And so I will love if everybody in the stadium will cheers and will stay with the athletes so they can feel the emotion that they will bring us with their climbing. I want to thank obviously the International Federation Sport Climbing to give us the opportunity to host this first European Bouldering Cup, and I also pleased to notice that this is the European Youth Bouldering Cup with the highest number of inscription. We close with 417 athletes that are participating at this first European Bouldering Cup, and so we are really proud to host these events. I want to personally thank Elisa and Stefano that are the responsible to have created this place and are the person that have worked many days with their teams to let us live these days in a so perfect way, because looking at the situation, I think that we are hosting a really great event, but this event is made up by people, and so I want to thank personally and professionally Elisa to have been the leader to organize all of this. So I kindly ask everybody an applause for Orobia and Elisa to prepare and organize everything that we are living in. Two minutes and 40 seconds and then we can start with the comp. Allora lo dico anche in italiano, giustamente nella lingua di casa, come prevede in teoria il regolamento internazionale di avere sempre l'inglese ma anche la lingua di casa. Volevo ringraziare tutte le persone che hanno lavorato per la realizzazione di questo evento, la Federazione Arrampicata Sportiva Italiana, la Federazione Arrampicata Sportiva Internazionale, tutto il team dell'Orobia che ha lavorato per settimane per rendere possibile tutto questo, ovviamente la Eli prima di tutti, che è stata il pivot di organizzazione di tutto questo evento, dove abbiamo stabilito il nuovo record di partecipanti a una tappa di Coppa Europa giovanile con 417 iscritti. Ovviamente vado a ringraziare anche tutti i giudici che da sempre sono l'anima e sono le persone che ci danno la possibilità di stare dietro agli atleti durante lo svolgimento della competizione. E come sempre, and as usual, I have to thank another person here in the stadium, a person that from many years support me professionally and from a human being point of view, and this is the person that is on the console. And so please, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the DJ Andrea Ciscato at the console. Thank you. One minute to go. For the people that are connected right now to the streaming, I just want to remember that we have a format of comp as usual for the European Youth Cup, in which we have the parallel and the rotation of the athletes in the different problem as a normal semi-final World Cup round. Obviously, the scored will be realized by the number of the top, the number of the bonus, and then obviously the attempt for the top and the attempt for the bonus. So, ladies and gentlemen, now here we are. I leave the stage for the athletes. So now here we are with the first two athletes. For the ladies representing Slovenia, we have Naja Isaac, and from France we have Adrienne Poteux-Bremond. Let's check out the boulders with the first two athletes. Quick and nice action from Naja. Easily stepping up to the bonus. And now checking up the top, easy top for Naja Isaac, Slovenia. No more than 30 seconds for her. And so really nice action from the Slovenian athletes, just entering in the stadium and crushing the first boulder. But let's go on the mat with France, with Adrienne Poteux-Bremond. Let's check it out, the first male boulder. That is a slabby problem. Really interesting and breathless walk in the beginning of the problem, and now it's a question of pressing down to step up on this couple of triangle volumes. Let's check out the action of Adrienne, struggling a bit in the stepping up phase. Obviously now all the force must be in pushing on the right leg. A bit of shattering for him, but right now trying to recover the right center of gravity. Nothing to do, swap the right foot. 2 minutes and 8 seconds to go. So we are discovering the first two problems of that Youth B category. As we know, the athletes have already done a recognition of the bouldering area, and the format is a bit different from Bouldering World Cup, because the athletes have 8 minutes to check out all the area. So the recognition is done not problem by problem, but is done working on 8 minutes of free recognition in the bouldering and competition space. So we are back on the really delicate walking that bring the athletes in the compression part of the problem. Nicely done by Adrienne. And now he is back in the situation of which he fell in attempts before. Now it's question of pressing to step up with the body inside these couple of triangle volumes. Interesting problem, because we are looking at slabby problem, but it's required also physical elements to solve it, because if the problem, the first part of the problem is obviously equilibrium related and toe work related. The second part of the problem seems to be really physical, even if it's a slab. And so this time, with more decision from Adrian, let's check it out. Come on, Adrian. Let's check it out if he will be able. It seems really hard, the transition on the upper part of the problem, the press on the right leg. And so, thank you, Adrian. Let's go on with the next two athletes. And now here we are with the clock. The athletes have 4 minutes for each problem, so just 4 minutes for each athlete. A couple of athletes from Germany. For the ladies, we have Alisa Strigo, and for the men, we have Mattia Eisenkolb. Let's check out the action of the German national team. First a nice attempt from Alisa, and now Mattis. It's on the walking first part of the problem. Nice action from Mattis. Now in the compression mode. And now you have to push on the right leg just to demonstrate everybody that climbing is not only about the arm power, but it's also about the leg capability of the athletes. And so nice vertical transition from Matthias that now is looking at the top. And so stable match from Mattis and top for Germany. In the meanwhile, Alisa has solved the dynamic move in the beginning of her first problem, and now she's looking for the top. And she secured it easily and nicely. So we have watched out the first two couple of athletes in the first boulder of the 4 that are at disposal of the athletes to try to gain a medal in that first European Bouldering Youth Cup. First problem for the ladies and for the guys. Show us the work of the setters, and as I always love to comment, the setters is the hardest work in this game, because they are called to prepare the problem, prepare the situation, to test the athletes, and at the date is not so easy, because the responsibility is to test the athletes technically, physically, and not only from a specific point of view, but try to test athletes at 360 degrees. And so I think that the work of the setters is one of the most complicated in the show. 1 minute to go. Obviously, the so high presence here in that first European Cup, it's also related that we are in the years of the Olympics, and so for sure we will have the 2 qualification rounds in May and June. And so for the national team, this kind of competition are a competition in which the technician and the team can watch out which could be maybe a young gunner that they could try to send to the Olympic qualifier. And obviously this kind of competition gives points to the national team to stay on the top of the international ranking. So let's go on. Welcome in the athletes welcome in the stadium the next two athletes from Slovenia. We have Tia Marak Brnot, and from Israel we have Eliasaf Lanel. So we are going to start to fill the wall with the athletes, because we have Tia Bront Marak on the boulder number 1, but at the same time we are back with Naja Isaac to check out the boulder number 2. For the male side we have Elias Zaf on boulder number 1 and Adrien Potier-Bremond on boulder number 2. So we have started with the action with the Slovenian athletes Tia Mrak on boulder number 2 for the female, that are trying to crash and cruise the sequence of white volume. Nothing to do for her, but we can hear the cheer of the people for the Israeli athletes on the right side of the stadium. We are with Eliasaf Lanel, that are easily and nicely stepping up the couple of triangle volumes, and so he's looking for a potential flash on that boulder number 1, and so this is it, the best start for Eliasaf Lanel, Israel. We have seen the action of Eliasaf, the best start possible, entering in the stadium, looking at the problem, and then climb it at the first try. But watch out the action of France with that triple move, really spectacular move set by the setters for the male 2 on that Youth B finals. And now we are with Slovenian Naja Isaac, boulder number 2, trying to pinch out the central section that seems to be really physical. And this is it, back on the dyno with France. Obviously we have to consider the angle of the wall. On the right side we have a slab with 0 degree, and then we go to 10 degree, and then we go to 30 degree in the center of the stadium, to be back on 10 degree on the left side, and then again to the vertical part in the left side of the stadium. But let's be back on the action with France, and now he got it. Adrien Potier-Bremond got the triple, and now compressing in the direction of the top, but it's not over until it's over. So let's check it out how he will brace his body in order to try to get this stop that seems really horrible. But look at the technique of Adrien, and this is it, top for France, top for Adrien. Really interesting problem, the number 2 for the man. We have seen really beautiful action from Adrien. Dynamic first sequence, really nicely done by the French athlete, but also in the upper part of the problem there are some technical tricks, and Adrien solved it with a really good technical solution. So really good demonstration of good shape from Adrien, both physically and technically. So let's be back with the Slovenian national team with Naja Isaac, boulder number 2. He flashed easily the boulder number 1, and now she's struggling a bit in this most overhanging part of the stadium. She seems a bit surprised to not be able to fix this pinch. Just 5 seconds to go. So please, everybody in the stadium, makes a noise for the athletes. So ladies and gentlemen, we have the beep, so let's go on with the next 2 athletes. For the ladies representing France, we have Lou Aclair, and from the male, from Israel, we have Or Mark. Obviously we have back on the mat on the boulder number 2 with a couple of German athletes. From the men, we have Mathis Eisenkolb, and for the ladies, we have Alisa Strigo. So we have started with the action on the right side of the stadium with Mark Orr, really huge national team cheering around here. Really nice action also on boulder number 2 from for Alisa Strigo, that is trying to stretching out the central sequences of that overhanging part, but watch out the action of France with Lou Aclair in the upper part of her boulder 1. Now secretly the top. Nice action from Lou Aclair. She entered in the stadium, she crushed the dyno, and then she climbed really slowly in order to not waste the attempt, because as we know, the attempt will be a factor in the, obviously, in the ranking. And so really precise and intelligent, clever climbing by Lou Aclair France that flashed the boulder number 1. Let's go on with Israel. Mark Orr on boulder number 1, now in the compression part of the problem. Stepping up with the right foot, try to step up also with the left. And in the meanwhile, Matthias Eisenkolb get the dyno and now sticking to the compression parts. Top for Mark Orr, and also, ladies and gentlemen, makes a noise for the top also of Matthias Eisenkolb. Nice action from Mark from Israel on the first boulder. Same consideration from the French girl. He step up from the map and then he climb really slowly in order to not waste attempts. On the other side, we have seen a really nice session from Matthias Eisenkolb in the boulder number 2. Just a couple of tries in order to take the distance in the central triple dyno, and then once stick at the dyno nicely and easily secured at the top. So back on the mat with Germany, but this time for the ladies we are with Alisa Strigo, now in the central part of the wall, the one that we have understand that is for sure the crux of this second boulder. 45 seconds to go. So let's stay with Alisa Strigo, Germany. 26 seconds to go. Now, however, nothing to do, so please, ladies and gentlemen, instead of make some noise for Alisa Strigo. So, ladies and gentlemen, 3 seconds to go. So please welcome in the stadium the next 2 athletes. For the ladies representing France, we have Jeanne Noor, and from the male representing France again, we have Aristide Alepart Madrid. And so we have Jeanne Noor, France on boulder number 1, Tia Mrak Bernot, Slovenia on boulder number 2, and Naja Isaac, Slovenia on boulder number 3. For the male, Aristide Marie Alepart, France, boulder number 1, Elisa Flanel, Israel, boulder number 2, and Adrien Porter-Bermond on boulder number 3. So let's go on to discover the boulder number 3. Adrien Poteau swinging around and sticking the central dyno of that green boulder problem. Seems to be really solid in that kind of style, the French athletes. Now probably the compression crux that will bring him in the direction of the top. Probably you have to bring the left legs up, now matching on the right side of this really bad sloper and getting the left toe in the upper bonus. Let's check here out how he'll try to close it. What a show. Make some noise, everybody, for French for this attempt. But let's stay with Israel, because we have the gut of the triple dyno for Elisaf Lanel on boulder number 2, and also Slovenian athletes Naja Isaac get the triple dyno on her third problem. Let's go with Israel on the right side of the stadium. He is fighting to secure the top. We are looking at the top, so of Elisaf Lanel, and check it out of the action of Naja Isaac on the left side of the stadium. Nothing to do for her. What a fire here in the Arabia Climbing Stadium. So we have, watch out, the top of Elisaf Lanel, really solid in the triple move for sure, and athletes to watch out. In the meanwhile, we have also watched the attempt of Naja Isaac that have discovered the way to the bonus on that boulder number 3. And now we are back on the mat with Adrien Poteux, France, failing in the last part, but not failing Naja Isaac from Slovenia on boulder number 3, now campusing to the last sequences in the direction of the top. 1 minute to go, so all the time, please, everybody, let's stay with Slovenia. Let's stay with Naja, that is fighting hard and secure her second top. But let's go on with this fire in the Arabia Climbing Stadium, because we have Adrien Poteux from France fighting really, really hard on the upper part of the M3, and now is the compression that will potentially bring him to the top. Not this time. 30 seconds to go. Still on the wall with Jean Nor, France. Last seconds for her. And now we have the beep. What a final for the Youth B category. I cannot imagine what will bring us today, because we are just in the beginning of a triple final day, as is the Youth magic formula, in which we have the Youth B, Youth A, and then Juniors. So let's go on with the next 3 athletes. Let's start to welcome in the stadium from Switzerland. We have Julia Rasmussen, and from Austria we have Adrian Kryptan. And so on boulder number 2 for the male we have from Israel Mark Orr. On boulder number 3 for Germany we have Mathis Eisenkolb. And exactly, Mathis have already started his first attempt on that boulder number 3, this green volume, this green boulder that could be for sure a changing point for the athletes. So nice action for Mathis right now. He also is matching the right volume. In the meanwhile, easy top for our Mark, that have definitely crushed the triple dyno, showing us the way to do it. But pay attention at the beep number 200 and for team we have the top of Lou Aclair, France. Easily done, easily done, the action of Lou Aclair. Really impressive, the action of the French athletes in the central part of the boulder, in which we have seen all the athletes struggling. She just entered, she used a different way to place her body in the middle of the boulder problem, and she has been able to do it aesthetically, and this has been the key for her to get to the top. But let's be in the action with Germany, with Mathis Eisenkolb. This time he got the crimp and got the top, so make some noise for Germany from Mathis Eisenkolb. And watch out also the action of the Swiss athletes, Julia Rasmussen, in the direction of the top of the boulder problem number 1. Still 2 athletes on the mat, on the left side, with the beam number 278. We have Alisa Strigo in the running jump sequences. That is the beginning of the boulder number 3 for the ladies. In the meantime, from Austria, on the right side of the stadium, another attempt from Adrian Knatt. Nothing to do this time, so let's be back on the left side with Alisa Strigo. Nothing to do. 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are watching out the Youth B male and female category. We are in the first 5 final, and here the Arrampicata climbing stadium, it's already totally on fire, because these guys are the one that probably tomorrow could be an Olympian, and so everybody are conscious of that, and all the national team are present. We have 28 nations, 417 athletes. We have started the season in the best way as possible. 35 seconds to go for Germany, so come on, Alisa. Come on, Alisa, you can do it. 25 seconds. You have to start with the last attempt, the attempt of the heart. And so everybody in the stadium, please stay with Alisa Strigo from Germany. Come on. Nothing to do this time, but makes a noise for the fight of Alisa Strigo. And so let's go on to check out the next 2 athletes. Next one for the ladies to be welcomed on the mat is Eva Skrlec, and from the men for Israel we have Itmar Arel. And so Itmar Arel, boulder number 1 Israel. From France we have Aristide Aleparts Madrid. From Israel, boulder number 3 we have Elisaf Lanel, and we are going to discover boulder number 4 with France, with Adrien Poteux. For the ladies, from Slovenia we have Edia Schreckl on boulder number 1. From France, Jean Nor on boulder number 2. From Slovenia, Tiam Rak Bernot on boulder number 3. And from Slovenia, Naja Isaac on boulder number 4. So we are already in action with Lanel Isaf from Israel on boulder number 3. Basically campusing out all the boulder problem. Water action from Elisaf and water action from Naja Isaac, topping basically at the same moment, but let's stay also with Adrien Poteux, top also for France. What a 30 seconds of fire in the Arrampicata climbing stadium. We have seen Elisaf Lanel campusing actually all the boulder number 3, and we have seen the easy and nice climbing of Naja Isaac on boulder number 4. But let's stay also with the other Slovenian athletes, Eva Schreck, that is going to secure the top exactly right now. Makes a noise for Slovenia, and let's watch out the action of the French athletes. Aristide Aleparts Madrid on boulder number 2. So we are at the swing on boulder number 3 with Tia Merak Bernot. And we are on the dyno on boulder number 2 for the male with Aristide Aleparts. Try to figure out the distance in between the holes to fix the push that they need with the legs in order to bring up the body and stick the triple dyno for the male and the running jab for the ladies. So another swing for Tia Merak Bernot, Slovenia, really close to stick the bonus. And on boulder number 1 we have Itmar Arel from Israel, matching the top right now, and also from France. We have the look on the prize from Aristide Aleparts Madrid. Left side of the stadium. For the ladies, we have Tiam Rak that have got the bonus, sticking the running jump and now failing the composite move. What a round in that final. We have started with Elisa Flanel campusing all the movements of bullet number 3, and we are now with the last athletes in the stadium. Tiam Rak Bernot on the triple run, perfectly done, ending in the bonus with the Yania move, fixing the momentum in order to stay in, but then the holds neck to the bonus. It's really, really, really bad. Let's go with that applause for all the athletes. What an emotional moment here in the stadium. What a powerful, emotional feeling we are creating in the Arrampicata Climbing Stadium here in Italy, that are proudly hosting the first event of the IFSC Youth European Cup. So let's go with the welcome in the stadium for the ladies. Please make a noise for Ukrainian Rafael Kazbekova, and from Netherlands, Vincent Van Aage. Vincent Van Aage on boulder number 2, Adrian Knat on boulder number 3, Ork Mark on boulder number 2, Mattia Eisenkolb on boulder number 1 for the ladies, Rafael Kazbekova on boulder number 1, Julia Rasmussen on boulder number 2, Lou Auclair on boulder number 3, Alisa Strigo on boulder number 4. We are in fire with Israeli athletes again on boulder number 3. We have Mark Orr totally crushing the boulder number 3. In the meanwhile, the action of the top for Matthias Eisenkopf, and easy top for Mark Org. At the same time, also from Germany, we have Alisa Strigo, but from Austria on the right side, we have Adrian Knat matching the top, and also Rafael Kazbekova matching at the meal time, basically in sync. And so let's stay with Alisa Strigo looking at the top of the boulder number 4. And this is it, top for Alisa Strigo. Swinging around the French flag national team. Not this time, 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Look at the action of Vincent Van Aage from Netherlands on boulder number 1. He step up before with the left foot and now putting out also the right one. So he's now stepping on the couple of triangle volumes that bring him in the direction of the top. So let's check it out of the action of Vincent. And now here we are, top from Vincent Van Aage, Netherlands. So we have Lou Auclair on boulder number 3, and from Switzerland we have Julia Rasmussen on boulder number 2. Let's stay with a swing on the French national team. Not this time, closer and closer, not this time. So let's check out the action of Julia Rasmussen now in the central part of boulder number 2, that we have understand and discover that is probably the hardest movement that we have in that female final. Not this time from Switzerland. Let's go check out the movement of Lou Auclair. Not this time, 1 minute and 10 seconds. For sure, looking at the wall, I want to thank the setters for the job that they have done in all of these days, but looking at the final, this is the show that we are expecting for. And so I want to give my thanks to all the work done by the setters, because we are looking at really, really beautiful boulder problems. 40 seconds to go. Again, on the wall, Julia Rasmussen, Switzerland, trying to figure out how to find the right solution for the central part of this boulder number 2. Now stretching in the the upper part in that black volume that is really bad. Just 15 seconds. Last attempt maybe for Lou Aclair. Come on, Lou. This is it. Please makes a noise for the fight of Lou Aclair and Holy Erasmus until to the end. So let's check it out, the next two athletes that will enter in the stadium. From Israel, we have Bar Lewi, and from Czech Republic, we have Jaroslav Ambroz. Rushing time. First athlete to start is Eliasaf Lanel, Israel, wasting all the power he have, pushing hard and nicely and easily topping out in 20 seconds the boulder number 4. Guys, what a performance from Eliasaf. But let's go to boulder number 2. His teammate from Israel, Itamar Ariel, matching right now the top of boulder number 2. Israeli national team is totally on fire. But let's go with the French national team. On boulder number 3, we have Aristide Aleparts Madrid, top for France also. What a action. What a level. We are just in youth B category, but we are watching out athletes that could deserve a t-shirt for the Senior World Cup, because they are showing us technical details and physical performance that are definitely notable also for a senior category. So let's check it out, the action on the wall. Boulder number 2, we have Eva Šrlek, Slovenia. Boulder number 3, we have Jean Nor. So really nice wall for this first final of the day. We have slab, we have compression problem, we have coordination problem, dynamic movements. So really nice and beautiful settings that are allowing the athletes to show their capabilities. Right side of the stadium, boulder number 1 from Czech Republic, we have Jaroslav Ambroz. Now pressing to step up in the middle of boulder number 1. He demonstrates his flexibility, stepping up easily. And now it's just a question of to stay calm and going easily and nicely to the top. 50 seconds to go. We are with the action of France. Jean Nor try to stick out the run and the jump. Not this time, so let's go with the Slovenian Eva Šrlek. The gravity, do her job, do his job. But the soul of the athlete is basically done by the choice of not giving up. But time, it's a factor. So please may everybody make some noise for the athletes that are leaving the stadium. And let's let's go to check out the next two athletes that will enter in the stadium in a couple of seconds. Representing France, we have Amy Lerondel, and representing Switzerland, we have Moreno Ghilardi. So Moreno Ghilardi on board the number 1, Vincent Vanage on board the number 2, Adrian Catton on board the number 3, Mark Orr on board the number 4. For the ladies, Emily Rondell on board the number 1, Rafael Katzekov on board the number 2, Julia Rasmussen on board the number 3, and Lou Auclair on board the number 4. We are already in the action with Adrian Catton. Austrian national team easily swinging around in the upper part of the boulder number 3, but watch out the action of also Israel. Mark Orr, 20 seconds for the top and securing another flash. What an action from Mark Orr. Look at the action of French athletes. For the ladies, we have Lou Auclair that is stepping up on the last lap of the female category. Watch out at the action of the French flag on the wall of the Orobia, left part of the stadium, nothing to do. We are so with Rafael Katzbekova on boulder number 2, stepping up in the central part and getting to pass the crux of the blue of the white volume. And so, ladies and gentlemen, this is the top for Rafael Katzbekova. And also we have the flag of Switzerland with Moreno Ghilardi on right side of the stadium, screaming on the match of the boulder number 1. But let's back in the action in the center of the stadium with Adrian Catton, Austria, again in the bonus. Now is the compression time for the Austrian athletes. Now this time. Lou Auclair, France, left side of the stadium, nothing to do, but we still have 2 minutes. So we watched out in the beginning of the round the easy top of Mark Orr that is crushing all the boulders, and now we are in the swing with Netherlands, Vincent Vanage. Lou Auclair in the meanwhile, again in the bonus, and now she needs to step correctly. It's a question of equilibrium, not a question of power for Lou Auclair. Everybody that have a French heart in the stadium, please make some noise for Lou Auclair. But watch out at the action of Julia Rasmussen, Switzerland, that have got the bonus and now looking for a potential top. Slow motion climbing for Julia Rasmussen, and now twisting the body in order to win the momentum and the power required to get to the last move in the top. Ladies and gentlemen, Julia Rasmussen. But you are again in the action with Adrian Catton, Austrian national team, again in the bonus, and now compression time for him. Let's watch out which is the beta he will use for the last holds before to the top. And this is exactly the meaning of the word fight for Adrian Catton. Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise. Adrian Catton, Austria. And so, nice top on the last seconds for Adrian Catton. We'll finish with the welcome in the stadium for the athletes. And so we will go on with the athletes that we have already welcomed in the stadium with the rotation times of 4 minutes each, as the rules explain us. And so here we are with the beep. And so let's go back with the next set of athletes. On boulder number 4, we are back with boulder number 2 with Yaroslav Ambrose, boulder number 3, Itmar Ariel, boulder number 4, Aristide Aleparts Madrid. For the ladies, boulder number 2 for Bar Levy, boulder number 3 for Eva Schreck, boulder number 4 for Jean Nor. We are with Israel, boulder number 2. Bar Lewy. On her side, Bulden number 3, Itmar Arel. What a control. What a control of every move for Itmar Arel, securing the top of Bulden number 3. In the meanwhile, her teammate Bar Lewy fighting hard, going down, but we have a couple of French athletes on the right side of the stadium. Bulden number 4. We have Aristide Alepart stopping out the Bulden number 4 for the male, and Norjan on his side also securing the top. But watch out, also the action again on the wall for Levi Bar. Again in the central part of Bulden number 2, the Israeli athletes try to twist it, try to find the position to twist the body that we have understand is the better to save the situation in this central part of Bulden number 2. Look at the technical solution that is using right now Bar Lewy in the central part, and now maybe a friction problem push her out of the wall. So really powerful moments here in the stadium. We are in the Youth B final for that first European Cup. Level of the athletes are really, really high, and we are really watching a beautiful final. So bib number 282, Eva Škrec, Slovenia. At the run sequences, look at the beauty of that swing, trying to find out the force of the momentum of the entrance for the entrance of that Bulden number 3. But we are back with Bar Lewy, Israel. Again, this time the solution is to be really static, really controlled. Not this time for Bar Lewy, but is the time for Eva Škrec from Slovenia. Again, out of the bonus in the last sequences of the Bulden number 3. Now lowering down the body in order to find the support of the feet, and now looks at this kind of incredible cross, incredible show of techniques from Eva Škrec, failing in the direction of the top. 45 seconds to go. We are back on the wall with Bar Lewy, Israel. Again, another attempt with hairstyle, kind of slow motion try. Not this time. Again in the swing, again in the momentum of Eva Škrec, Slovenia. The force is lowering every attempt, so nothing to do from Eva Škrec. We are in the last attempt of Bar Lewy. Again in the middle of the Bulden number 2, nothing to do, so everybody makes a noise for the fights of the athletes. What a vibes here in the stadium. What a vibes. And we are just in the beginning of the day. I don't know how we will survive. So let's be back on the mat. We are with Emily Lerondelle on Bulden number 2, and Rafael Kazbekova, Bulden number 3, and Julia Rasmussen on Bulden number 4. On the other side for the male, we have Moreno Ghilardi on Bulden number 2, Vincent Van Edge on Bulden number 3, and Adria Ktan on Bulden number 4. And we have the easy top of Adrian Ktan, Austria, on Bulden number 4. Julia Rasmussen on his side is looking at the prize. But watch out the action of Netherlands also. Top for Julia Rasmussen. And we are with the Ukrainian athletes Rafael Kazbekova, taking the measurement of the distance in between the holds in order to fix the coordination needed for the entrance of this boulder number 3. We have seen before a nice attempt from Vincent Van Hage. And we are now with Moreno Ghilardi, Switzerland, giving a shot to boulder number 2, swinging around and fixing the hold number 2 without using the number 3. So ladies and gentlemen, watch out the action of the Swiss athletes. Moreno Ghilardi now easily climbing in the upper part of boulder number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for Switzerland, Moreno Ghilardi. But watch out the action of Rafael Kazbekova on boulder number 3. Have cruised easily the run and jump, and now crossing in the upper part of the boulder, looking at the top. No doubt for her, ladies and gentlemen, top for Rafael Kazbekova. What athletes we are watching out. They are just under 16 category, but in my opinion they have a technical and physical maturity that are comparable for sure with older athletes, and this is the magic, the amazing magic of the youth category. And so watch out the magic of Vincent Van Hage, Netherlands, swinging around in the central part of boulder number 3, again in the bonus, again in the compression test that this green volume sequences offers. Looks at the fight of Vincent in that left leg, and now compression times not enough this time, but we are on his side with the French athletes. Emily Lerondelle that now is pinching hard on the central part of boulder number 2. Nothing to do, so makes an applause for the athletes that are leaving the stadium. So 15 seconds. So ladies and gentlemen, now here we are. On boulder number 3 we have Bar Lewy, on boulder number 4 we have Eva Schreck for the male. On boulder number 3 we have Yaroslav Ambroz. On boulder number 4 we have Itmar Arel. Brushing time for the athletes. And so we are with a temple of Yaroslav Ambroz. Nice action from Yaroslav Ambroz. The central part of the stadium, swinging down. And so we are with Itmar Arel from Israel, easily crushing the boulder number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for Itmar Arel. But watch out the action of Eva Schreck on boulder number 4. Looking at the top and matching it. So top also for Slovenia, Eva Schreck. Meanwhile, Yaroslav Ambroz in the compression central part of the boulder number 3. This is the test of the physical skills of the athletes. Watch out the action of Yaroslav, struggling a bit but fighting hard, not this time. Maybe brushing could help. So let's go with Levi Bar, Israel, on boulder number 3. The coordination sequences in the beginning of the problem. Come on, Bar. For sure, boulder number 3 is really interesting for the ladies because we have dynamic sequences and coordination movements in the beginning, and then in the upper part of the problem, the holds are really, really bad. For the male, the boulder number 3 with Yaroslav Ambroz is for sure the physical test for this male final. We are in the most overhanging part of the wall, and after a couple of dynamics moves, we are in the sequences that will test the physical skills of the athletes. Maybe beat tired Yaroslav after a couple of days of comps. 40 seconds to go. So now here we are in the last 30 seconds with Yaroslav Ambroz on the right side and Barlevi on the left side. Nothing to do for Yaroslav on the swing. Barlevi, nothing to do. 15 seconds, just the last attempts of the hearts for Barlevi from Israel. Nothing to do, please make some noise because this young lady does fight till the end. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the stadium. For the male, we have Moreno Ghilardi on boulder number 3 and Vincent Van Age on boulder number 4. For the ladies, we have Emily Lerondelle on boulder number 3 and Rafael Kazbekova on boulder number 4. So let's check it out, the action of the three and also the strategy of the athletes, because as we know, the attempts will be a part of the ranking for sure, but we are already on fire with Moreno Ghilardi totally crushing the first part of this boulder number 3. Let's check it out, the physical status of Moreno in the upper part. It seems really no problem for him, and so ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for Switzerland. Really easy climb from Moreno Ghilardi that shows us that physically he is totally prepared, and maybe this is a reason for which he has been the first in the qualification round of yesterday. But let's go with the action of Rafael Kazbekova from Israel on boulder number 4. She got easily and nicely, kindly the bonus, and now it's just a question of equilibrium and precision, but we know that Rafael Kazbekova have both, and so easy and beautiful top for Rafael Kazbekova. So we are with Vincent Van Age, Netherlands, and Emily Lerondelle, France. Stepping up from the mats, Vincent right now easily getting the bonus, and now dynamically matching the holds that probably will bring him. Nice action from Vincent. Maybe he misses something in the push to the upper part of the last hold. That, as we can see, it's a sloper, so you have to anticipate a lot the body position in order to fix it, as you have to anticipate in the dynamic movements as the one that is starting exactly now, Emily Lerondelle from France. And now this is it. What a coordination, what a beautiful solution for that first sequences for Emily Lerondelle. And now really solid on the central part. Obviously she's trying to climb in order to try to do the most safe possible things, to not waste the opportunity she gained And now here we are, ladies and gentlemen, top from Emil Rondel, and in the meanwhile also top from for Vincent van Age. So we have watched out the action of Vincent and Amy. Two different kind of problem, two different kind of style. Have been really interesting the solution of Amy Lerondelle on that first part of boulder number 3. She did it in a different way in respect of the previous athletes. So really interesting the capability of the athlete to solve the problem in a different way. So this is the beep, 15 seconds for the transition, and then we will go with the next couple of athletes. So ladies and gentlemen, now here we are. Please welcome in the stadium representing Czech Republic, we have Jaroslav Ambroz, and representing Israel, we have Bar Lewi. So now here we are, without wasting a second, started quickly Bar Lewi on boulder number 4. The last problem for the ladies that we have discovered is a matter of equilibrium and precision on her side. Nice action in the meanwhile from Jaroslav Ambroz. That is no, too much confidence from Jaroslav, but quite controlled in the meanwhile the action of Bar Lewi, Israel. Look about how she twisted the hands in order to do the last move in the safer way as possible, and this is it for top for Bar Lewi. And now we are back with Jaroslav Ambroz. He wasted the potential top in time before for too much confidence probably. As I always love to say, it's not over until it's over. And in that kind of game, it's over only when both hands are matched in a stable way on the top, as we wish, and we are sure to watch out from Jaroslav in this attempt. So come on, Jaroslav, you can do it, you have already do it, and this is it. Repeating himself in the central part, but now he needs to do better. Again, not this time. Friction maybe could be a factor in this matching. 1 minute and 45 seconds. There are all the times needed for Jaroslav. Again, Jaroslav Ambroz in the bonus. Again, sticking the double dyno. And now, no. 1 minute and 50 seconds. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are with Jaroslav Ambroz. He's struggling on the top. So I ask everybody that the next attempt of Jaroslav Ambroz, I ask everybody to cheer with Jaroslav, to give him the feeling and the power to modify the gravity for Jaroslav, because he totally deserves this top, and this is it. Jaroslav Ambroz, Czech Republic, at the end bring home the deserved top on boulder number 4. So ladies and gentlemen, 25 seconds, and then we will go on with the last couple of athletes. We are watching out the Youth B category for starting the day of the finals here in the Orobia Climbing Stadium in the center of Italy for the first IFSC European Youth Cup. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome in the stadium the last two athletes. For the ladies, representing France, we have Émile Lerondel, and for the men, representing Switzerland, we have Moreno Ghilardi. Quick start for Moreno Ghilardi, Switzerland, on bulletin number 4, easily going to the bonus. I have no doubt about the explosion of the power of this Swiss guy, matching in double dyno the hold before of the top, and now it's a matter of fact for him, no doubt, no indecision. Ladies and gentlemen, makes a noise for Moreno Ghilardi. But let's stay also with the action of the France. Émile Lerondel, easy and nice top. And so with that firing up of the athletes, ladies and gentlemen, we have finished the first final of the day. So I really thanks all the public because we have started the day in the best ways it's possible. And so I ask everybody to recover a bit because in 25 minutes we will start with under 18 category. Really heartful thank you to everybody to have been so emotional part of the show. See you in 25 minutes. Thank you.